How you guys doing today? Today, I'm back with another phone, and this one is from a new company called Nubia, and it's the REDMAGIC 6S Pro. Let's go. Alright, so I've covered a couple REDMAGIC phones in my videos. Go check it out on my channel, and don't forget to subscribe and like. But also, this is one of the few I've actually done videos on, so I've owned quite a few. And I will tell you this, one of the biggest drawbacks to having a REDMAGIC phone is they're pretty well built, but the software is always left a little to be desired. The 6 Pro, which I have back in May, did a video, the software had been much better than previous, and I'm hoping with this next iteration of the 6S Pro we can have a little more luck. But I'm going to try to open this with a SIM ejection tool just so we can get in here and look at this. So again, this is the first time for me actually seeing it, as you can tell as I'm opening it on the camera. So there's a couple versions of this phone. There is a 6S Pro which comes like a black color, and there's a Ghost, I believe, that's just clear, transparent. Now this one, as you can see, has like a carbon fiber kind of look, has their typical REDMAGIC logo, and obviously the name right here. Pretty nondescript box, nothing too extraordinary here. On the back we have the REDMAGIC 6S Pro, as you can see there. This is got the Snapdragon 888 Plus, which is basically an overclocked of their current Qualcomm's current flagship Snapdragon processor. It's got a 165 Hz refresh screen, 6.8 inch AMOLED, by the way. It's got a 450 Hz gaming shoulder triggers, turbo fan liquid cooling, 30 watt fast charging, 16 gigs of LDDR5 memory with 256 gigs of memory. And then obviously they come with the typical REDMAGIC 64 megapixel camera setup, triple camera setup, which in my opinion probably is not going to be the greatest, but who's buying this for the cameras? So as you can see, this is the Ghost version. So this is going to be transparent, and it's going to have 16 gigs of RAM, which is ridiculous. Let's get it open. Okay, so right off the rip, we've got the phone. I'm going to pop it out and set it off to the side. See what we got in the box here. I know everyone wants to know what the phone looks like, and I know a couple other YouTubers have seen this, but I'm interested to know what comes in the box. So you got a red charging cable. It looks like a USB C to C. Okay. Note to Samsung, Apple, and probably Google coming up next week. Charger in the box. I don't understand it. And then we have typical box here. And inside you got your SIM ejection tool, which I know it sounds trivial, but it's great to have. You got some some paperwork, and then, which I'm very happy about because I didn't order one, your typical case. Now these cases are kind of different. They're kind of like bumper cases, in that they only cover the sides, the top and the bottom, and they leave this open so you can actually see the device. They do offer some other cases that have channels on the side where you can put Bluetooth head, like gaming pads, so you can use it like a switch. I don't play that much, so still nice to have. And then the piece a la resistance is this. This is the REDMAGIC 6S Pro in Ghost. So here's the front of the camera. Here's the front of the phone. You got a little bit of bezel on top and bottom. It looks like it's got a pre-installed screen protector. You got your front camera. On the side you got your fan, either inlet or outlet. Looks like the outlet. You got a button here, and you got your capacitive touch buttons. On the other side you got your gaming space trigger, which puts you in the gaming space. Volume. And then on the back, let's get this sticker taken off here. You've got the inside, which is really cool. So this is the fan. This is actually a working fan, and apparently it's got some LED lights and it spins, and you can see a little bit of transparency right here, and you see a sticker here. It says touch. That's another trigger, so when you're playing you can use it as an extra touch spot. And then you have your triple cameras, which I'm pretty sure this is a pretty similar size and design to the last 6, just obviously the internals have been upgraded. I'm going to power it on, see if it's got any juice. And it does. While we're doing that, while that powers up, what we have here is, like I said, the Snapdragon 888 Plus. It's got a 165 Hertz refresh rate on the screen. It's got a new transparent design, and it's got an ICE multi-dimensional cooling system, which includes the fan in the back, which is pretty synonymous with them. 720 Hertz touch sampling rate, so it's like instantaneous response when you touch it. And then also you got the turbo fan, like we talked about. There's also an accessory you can add to the back that has 2 dual fans to keep it even cooler. It's got shoulder triggers, 66 watt charging, dual stereo speakers with DTS-X, the ultra wide camera, a 64 megapixel main lens, and then a micro like a 2 mega, I don't know if it's 2 megapixel, but an odd smaller camera set just for other purposes. So those are a quick overview of the specs. You got the phone here. I didn't log into my account really, but I got it turned on. As you can see, there's a little bunch of widgets on here. This is like their OS. You can see you swipe, got the Google Now feed, or have you the Google feed. This little button here, you hit that button, and you can see the fan lighting up. And if you can listen, you might be able to hear. So there's a fan in. So here's your channel that goes in or out, in and out. So the CPU cooler is right there. So again, this is basically a overview, unboxing, first look of the Nubia REDMAGIC 6S Pro gaming phone. Some notable, interesting facts. Again, transparent back, a fan, and then I'm going to assume that you swipe up, turn the fan off, turn it on, and then there's the settings, so you can kind of mess with some of the colors and stuff like that. So let me know if you'd like to hear any more information about this, maybe a review, something like that. Like I said, I just opened it up for the first time and I haven't really had much chance to mess with it, but let me know in the comments what you'd like to see.